on here? Republican Congressman Jason Chaffetz of Utah is a member of both the Judiciary and the Oversight Committees. He has been very busy with the IRS issue as well as Benghazi. So welcome to you. It's good to have you here this morning, Congressman.
Thanks, Martha. Good morning.
You know, I mean, it's just, you know, if you were the teacher in this classroom, you would just, you know, you'd have to call the parents and say, you know, what the heck's going on here?
What do you think would happen, Martha, if the IRS asked you for documents and you said, well, my computer crashed?
My computer ate that.
It would never, ever pass the most basic sniff test. And we've been asking for these documents for more than a year. On March 26th of this year, we had the IRS commissioner come before our committee. I personally asked him if they had the emails. What are they doing with those emails? He said they had all of them. They said they were stored on servers. Was disingenuous then? Was he lying to us then? Was he just totally not informed? This is not something that just happened in the last, week or two. And for them to release this on Friday, near 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
it is unbelievable that he said to you, we have them. We have what you're looking for. We're working on, and now suddenly they've disappeared. How could you possibly lose something that is so crucial and so important to this investigation? And, when you put it all together, when you put together Lois Lerner sitting before all of you, taking the fifth, I'm not going to discuss this situation. Then you've got the huge redactions that were in what was released to all of you, and now you've got the rest of the emails seem to have poofed into the ether somehow. What can you do, though? What's your recourse?
Again, I asked him directly if he had these. The only excuse that they had is that they had to redact what's called the 6103 information, the personal information. That was the only reason that they couldn't immediately give them all to Congress. Our recourse now, we've got to explore that with Chairman Issa. I know he's furious about this. We're all furious about this, whether they're held in contempt. The chairman has now issued a subpoena for the actual hard drives themselves. We'd like to have that actual hardware ourselves so that we can look at it.
But they are stonewalling you. I mean, they are, short of, who's going to do it? I mean, Eric Holder is going to send somebody in there and say, look, I want you to turn over these hard drives now. We will investigate them. We'll see where these issues are that you were subpoenaed for that you suddenly can't find.
This is the most difficult part we have it, is this investigation started. Jim Jordan was great in being on top of this and being very aggressive about this and uncovered and revealed that the person at the Department of Justice that they put in charge of looking at this was a max-out donor to the Obama administration. I mean, you look at every single aspect of this every step of the way, and it's just so infuriating about how bold they are. Just saying, no, we're not going to do what you ask us to do.
We know the president said that he knew that there was not a smidgen of corruption in this case, and it goes back to just wondering how he knew that when you all can't seem to even get the information that would help you to ascertain whether or not that was the case. Go ahead.
Somehow the president went from this is outrageous and we're going to get to the bottom of this to saying there's not even a smidgen of corruption here. How did he do that? Did they look at the emails? Because if they haven't seen the emails, how do they come to that conclusion? And now they say they could never get those emails? Somebody was definitely looking at that stuff at some point for them to go more than a year and then come back to us and say...
But they're saying that it costs $10 million to have the software that would allow them to keep these emails. They're saying, we're the government, we're out of money. We don't have that kind of money for those fancy computer systems that would hold on to those emails. What do you say to that?
I want to talk to the good people at Microsoft. They were using Microsoft Outlook. It's not that hard to go look at the outbox of the inbox, but I want the Microsoft to get the geeks in the room. You want to get to the truth? Let's get some geeks coming before Congress and tell us how. There is not a person I have talked to out there that's an IT professional that, they laugh at this. And how the Obama administration stands behind this, it's just, I don't know.
All right. Congressman Chaffetz, thank you very much. I know you'll keep us posted on how this is going.
Thanks.